What up, peeps? It's your boy Heckin Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Pokemon, the trading card game. You may have heard of it. It's the most successful franchise of all time, the most profitable franchise of all time, not just in video games and card games, but in general. And for some reason, the new set that comes out this week is going to be impossible to get. And I'm going to blame resellers, scalpers, price gougers, whatever name you want to call these folks. It's their fucking fault. And it's not even just the Tommies and the Billies that are camping outside of Target 2 in the fucking morning, going in and buying the whole display case. No, it's not even just them. There's people that work in these distribution companies that are purposely shorting, drip feeding this shit to not only make the demand even higher, but to make their profits. You heard that right. There are people that are willing to take advantage of people that like things to make a lot of money off of them. Because selling at MSRP wasn't profitable enough, So here's what you're seeing. Okay. And then you've got fucking influencers like Pokerev, right? Dude has almost 3 million subscribers, opens packs. It's usually a good old time. He's sitting here making videos the past few days talking about, this is the most hyped set ever. Oh, but the pull rates are going to be really low. Well, it's a side set, which means there's only ETBs, and there's some other lines of products coming out in a couple of weeks and months. But there's no booster box, so you can't buy 36 packs for like $120, which is the normal MSRP. Of course, you haven't seen MSRP on a booster box in a fucking hot minute because of all these dickholes that keep fucking ramming the shit out of the fucking people that like Pokemon. Because these people don't even like Pokemon, okay? These distributors. Okay, for example, let's say you're a local game store and you go, well, Prismatic Evolutions is the new set, and it's going to have a lot of evolutions in it. Eevee's evolved forms. People love Eevee, okay? So, obviously, it's going to sell like hotcakes. So, if you're a local game store, you're like, let me call my distributors, and I'm going to order like 100 cases of ETBs, which would be like 1,000 ETBs, because it's 10 per case. And then you're going to have 1,000, and you're going to have no problem selling the shit. Well, distributor's like, well, you wanted 1,000, but we're going to give you 20. And we're not talking about 20 cases. We're talking about 2 cases. So like a very small percentage. And you're thinking to yourself, you're like, well, Pokemon, they didn't print enough cardboard? What the fuck? Nope, that's not the case at all. These distributor buttholes, these buttlords, these dick suckers, the ones with breath that smell like penis, are deciding to drip feed these stores and cause the shortage to be even more short. Which means there are less to go around, and people who are fucking rich, they don't give a shit. They're paying $150 in ETB, which is normally $50 in the store. And $20 a boosty pack, which is normally $3.99 or $4.99, depending on where you get it from. And that's just fucking crazy. So, yeah, that fucking sucks. And then, you do have your resellers, scalpers, and price gougers. And I imagine a lot of these dudes are inside guys at these distributors too, where they're getting them off the truck, and then they're on Whatnot doing break packs for people and scamming them that way. Because, yes, there are a lot of people that do that for profit, and they scam the shit out of their viewers. They'll open a pack, and they'll see like the corner of something and be like, oh shit, there's that really expensive card. Let me act like I'm doing something else and take it off screen for a second. Replace it with another card that looks very similar in the corner. Then bring it back on screen and then show it to everybody. And they're like, oh, it's only this $4 fucking card. Are you shitting me? And yes, this has been going on. There's plenty of YouTube videos about it. You just got to look for it. And then they'll take that, card that's worth like $1,000. The one I'm quoting here, or the one that I'm referencing here, is the Moonbryon. Goes for I think about $900 right now, maybe more. So they'll take that one and then they'll sell that, separately. But they'll do a buy now on that. They won't do an auction, of course, because got to guarantee that they get all the money that they rightfully deserved, as opposed to the person that they agreed to sell a booster pack to and then open live for everybody to see. They deceived them. So I don't know. There's just a lot of fuckery that's going on. There's a lot of greed within video games, within card games, within shoes, within anything physical that you can enjoy. It is fucked up. Which basically you know, I know a lot of people hate digital games, but like it almost makes you want to be a part of that. You're like, well, that's better than fucking dealing with this. I don't even know what to say anymore. It just sucks, you know? And the fact that they made an Eevee focus set with Evolutions, special illustration rare cards of every Evolution. The Vaporeon, the Jolteon, Flareon, and the other 6. Umbreon, Moonbreon, or not Moonbreon. Umbreon, Espeon, Glaceon, Iceon. I can't think today. Leafeon. There's probably another one I freaking forgot. But, yeah, these people, man. And then, yeah, Pokemon in general, they were like, yeah, we'll just make this a side set. What? Why would you do that? Why would you make a set that is going to be super hyped to where you can only buy ETBs? You know, because they did that with Shrouded Fable. But Shrouded Fable had a bunch of butt in it. You know, so it made sense for it to be a side set. But we're talking about, you just did Surging Sparks, which is like a Pikachu hype set. It's that shit right there in the corner. And, you know, the booster boxes for that, if you can still find them, is like $230, which is a little, almost over $100, because they're normally $119.99 for a booster box, which is 36 booster packs. Those are usually $119.99 MSRP, or, you know, you can find them between $100 to $130, but nope, they're $230. And then when you look on places like TCG Player, because you can't find these in the store, but you look on TCG Player, and there's like over 100 boxes of these things selling every day. 100 sold this day, 120 sold this day, 150 sold this day. But you can't buy it in the store. So somebody's getting the shit. It's just not retail that's getting it. So that's just right there. The gougers, scalpers, resellers. It's the same word, or it's the same meaning for all three of those words. It's a fucking guy standing between you and the thing you like. And I'm sick of it. We need to start hockey checking these motherfuckers when you see them in public. You need to fucking humiliate them. You need to yell out loud. You need to make them feel bad. Okay? But do that at your own risk, because I don't want to I don't want to be in charge of you getting in trouble, or, you know, having some kind of altercation or stuff. Or maybe, you know, you should make your voice heard in a different way. And matter of fact, yeah, don't confront these people, because they probably have knives, because they're willing to die over flipping some fucking cardboard to people. And then, of course, you shouldn't risk your life to collect cardboard. But yeah, it is pretty ridiculous, man. And then people like Pokerev comes out with a video today, and he's like, man, I'm so worried about the hobby, you know, because it's gonna be so hard to get these packs. Then yesterday, motherfucker opened 200 booster packs on a video. Talk about its most hype set ever. It's gonna be hard to get a hold of this. Not for you though, because you got a fucking inside guy, you little prick. Fuck you. I don't care if you have 3 million subscribers or not. You should be having the same trouble that everyone else is. All right? We got local game stores out here doing one per person, because there's not many coming around. And then another thing with these distributors, okay, not the local game stores, but the people that sell the cards to the local game stores, they're getting a bunch of this product, and they're only acting like they have a little bit, because what they're going to do is they're going to hold on to it for like 3 to 5 years, and then they're going to bring it back out of nowhere, and they're going to start selling it for $400 or $500 a box, or even further than that. And if you don't believe me, go on TCG Player yourself. Look at some sets that came out like last year or the year before that. You can still buy that stuff. It's readily available, yet it hasn't been printed in a very long time. Because there's just a bunch of deceit and fuckery going on in this hobby, and it's goddamn ridiculous. But I think that's just about everything I have to say about that. Appreciate you guys listening to my rant, and I will catch you in the next video. Oh yeah, one last thing I forgot to mention. The next set that's coming out after Prismatic in March is already being pre-ordered for $200 to $300 to $330 for a booster box. Which, you know, like I said, MSRP is $119.99. So it's already being price gouged, and it hasn't even been printed yet, which means they can print enough to meet any demand. But these fuckers have basically hijacked the entire hobby. And man, I tell you what, I am just sick and tired of these people ruining fun for everybody else. It's absurd.